All right, let's talk about skill S14, risk management and analysis. I know for a lot of project controls apprentices, this one can feel like a huge mountain to climb, but trust me, we're gonna break it all down. We're gonna turn this challenge into a quest that you can actually conquer. So does the idea of leading risk reviews and getting into quantitative analysis kind of make your head spin? Well, you are definitely not alone. Let me introduce you to Jody. She's a level 6 apprentice over at IBA Stores, and right now she is feeling the exact same way you are. And yeah, the pressure is on. That's Riddle, Jody's line manager, and she's not messing around. This new loyalty app is a massive deal for the company, which means Jody's ability to handle risk isn't just some box-ticking exercise for her apprenticeship, it's absolutely critical to the project's success. This is why it matters so much. So here's our game plan. We're gonna follow Jody's journey. We'll see how she tackles the S14 challenge, how she discovers this amazing analogy to understand her role. Then we'll see her put it all into practice, figure out how to prove she's done it, and finally, get ready to absolutely ace her final assessment. Okay, let's dive right in. Before you can conquer any challenge, you have to know exactly what you're up against, right? So what is the core requirement of skill S14? What are we really trying to do here?
So here it is, the official definition, straight from the apprenticeship standard. It's all about a systematic, repeatable process, identifying, assessing, analyzing, and constantly reviewing risks. Everything we talk about today is built on this foundation. This is the what we need to achieve.
A formal definition is great and all, but what does that actually look like when you're at your desk on a Monday morning? To figure that out, Jody goes to her mentor, Adam. Now, Adam is one of those people who is just brilliant at making really complex stuff feel simple. And Adam gives Jody this one analogy that, honestly, it completely changes the game. It transforms how she sees her role, taking it from what feels like a chore into something dynamic and, actually essential.
This right here is the key. Adam tells her a risk isn't the storm itself. A risk is the forecast that a storm might be coming. See the difference? Your job isn't to control the weather. You can't stop the rain, but your job is to give the team such a good, clear forecast that they can prepare for it. They'll know whether to bring an umbrella or, evacuate the building.
And as a level 6 apprentice, you're not just some intern reading the weather report. No way. You are the lead meteorologist. You have to assess the likelihood and the impact. Are we talking about a light shower here or a full-blown hurricane? You have to put a number on it. What's the actual percentage chance of this happening? And maybe most importantly, you have to constantly question your own forecast. Are our assumptions still solid? Is the storm still heading our way? This is what turns that risk register from a dusty document nobody looks at into a live, breathing, vital tool for the project.
So how does our weather forecaster actually make these predictions? Well, you need the right tools in your kit. And Adam shows Jody that her toolkit is basically split into two main types of analysis. Okay, so on one hand, you have qualitative analysis. Think of this as your what-if radar. It's where you use descriptive scales, high, medium, low, to figure out which risks need your attention the most. For example, what's the reputational risk if a supplier is late? Then, on the other hand, you have quantitative analysis. This is your how much calculator. This is where you use hard numbers to model the potential hit to the budget or the schedule. It's absolutely crucial for things like setting contingency funds.
But here's the thing, and this is the absolute kicker. You could do all the amazing analysis in the world, but if it just sits in a spreadsheet, it's completely useless. Adam really hammers this home with Jody. The most important part of her job is leading that regular risk review. This is where the forecast gets tested, challenged, and updated in real time.
So when you're in those meetings, you are the one driving the conversation. You've got to ask the tough questions. Hey, this risk is from 3 months ago. Is it still even relevant, or can we close it? This description is super vague. What do we actually mean here? Are the assumptions we made last month still realistic? And Bob, you own this mitigation action. Is it actually getting done? See? This proactive challenging is what really defines a level 6 professional.
Okay, so Jody is getting good at this. She's confidently forecasting the project weather. But now, how does she prove it? This is where her coach, Olivia, steps in. Olivia's entire job is to help Jody build a rock-solid portfolio of evidence for ATPM that just screams competent. Olivia just breaks it down into 4 simple, manageable steps. First, don't just submit a plain risk register, annotate it. Add your comments, your scoring rationale. Second, don't just attend risk reviews, document them. Take notes that show your specific contributions.
Third, write reflective accounts about why you did what you did. And finally, connect the dots. Show the clear link between your risk work and the official project report. And here's exactly what the assessors are looking for. Your annotated register, that shows your analysis skills. Your meeting records, they prove you can challenge things effectively. Those analysis outputs, they show you can contribute to decisions that are based on data, not just feelings. And your reflective accounts, well, that's where you tell the story. That's where you say, here's how I challenged an assumption, and here's the positive impact it had on the project.
All right, now for the final part of our quest, the endpoint assessment, the EPA. Olivia starts coaching Jody on how to handle those high-pressure questions that she knows are coming her way.
So just imagine it. You're in the assessment. The assessor leans forward and asks you this. Can you describe a time you challenged an assumption in the project risk register? It's so easy for your mind to just go completely blank, right? But Olivia gives Jody a simple, incredibly powerful way to structure her answer. It's called the SAI method, Situation, Action, Impact. It's so good. You start with a situation. Well, the project had an assumption that our named supplier would deliver everything on time. Then you explain your action. I questioned this by digging into their past performance data, and I raised it in the risk review. And finally, the all-important impact. Because of that, the assumption was revised, we built in a time buffer, and we ended up avoiding what would have been a 2-week delay. It's brilliant because you always link your action to a tangible, positive result for the project. And that really brings us full circle, back to that big picture idea from Adam. His wisdom just completely reframes the whole skill, doesn't it? You're not just a problem finder. By forecasting what might go wrong, you are actively charting a course for what will go right. Your risk register stops being a list of fears and becomes a strategic map to success. So after going on this whole journey with Jody, you can really see the shift, can't you? You've moved from being a passive record keeper to a proactive, strategic forecaster for your project. You're the one looking at the horizon. So the only question left is, what's the first assumption you're going to challenge tomorrow?